cozy Wheatfield. It's probably 50 degrees outside, but I mean, I'm just rolling with the coziness of the season. Here's what I'm going to ask you today is, do you think God speaks to you? Do you think so? Like, that's a question. The real question is, are we listening? He's speaking, but are we listening? And sometimes we have to listen, not with our ears, but with our eyes and our hearts and in a million other ways that he is speaking to us. So as we approach the Christmas season, I'm focused on like the signs that he uses and brings into our life. And are we missing them? And I posted about this recently, but I wanted to share it kind of more in depth about, I went to this women's retreat out in Texas in the middle of nowhere. And if I'm being honest, I really thought that I was just going to take my friend as a gift to her. And God showed me as soon as we pulled up and there was a sign pointing, once you got on the ranch, which was called Iron Horse Ranch, there was a sign pointing to a little dirt road that looked like this, that said Crowder Crossing. And my last name is Crowder, which is pretty rare. And that sign on that dirt road got my attention. And when I say, like, I knew that that sign was an invitation for me to cross over into a new way of thinking over that weekend. I was going to be transformed. That was a road sign. That was a road sign to most people. But to me, it was truly God speaking to me. And what I want us to do is to remember, he is speaking. Are we listening? Are we listening with our ears sometimes? Yes, but are we listening with our eyes too? And if you tie this into the Christmas story, what was it that was hanging in the sky that is associated with the Christmas story and Jesus's birth? And we put it at the top of a tree, and it's a symbol of Christmas for believers. It's the star. God was speaking through a star, right? To the wise men. That is how he led the wise men to where the Savior was. It wasn't with words necessarily. It was the wise men looking up in the sky and seeing a really bright star and knowing that that was a sign of where their Savior was going to be. So I think sometimes, I'm just going to go on and speak it. We forget that God speaks in visions. He speaks with things that he brings into our life. He speaks with road signs. It's almost taboo now to not look for anything. Like, don't, that's not a sign from God. Like he will speak to you only through his word, which is true. He speaks to you through his word. That's like so powerful and so incredible. But he spoke through a star in the Christmas story, which is like what our whole belief hinges on, is that Jesus was born that day, right? And so I just want to encourage you, don't miss the signs. Don't miss them. There's signs and wonders in this season, but there's signs and wonders in your life every single day. Every single day. The question isn't whether God is speaking. The real question is, are you listening? And here's a couple verses for us to think through. John 10:27, I'm going to hammer it home. My sheep listen to my voice. I know them and they follow me. My sheep, we're sheep to a shepherd. Listen to my voice. He's telling us, they listen to me. Believers, my sheep, my followers, they listen to me. Are we listening? He is speaking. Jeremiah 33:3. Call to me and I will answer you and tell you great and hidden things that you have not known. Are we calling to him? Are we asking for his voice to speak into our life, the hidden things and things we do not know? Are we listening to the world's voice and the world's signs more than we're listening to God's? He is speaking. And I hope that now more than ever, you as a daughter or maybe a son of Christ are listening. Don't miss the signs this season. Don't miss the signs every day. I will see you soon in the continual cozy Wheatfield.